Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. And on tonight's video, what I'm going to be talking about is the HK mechanical tube mod clone. The authentic one is put out by Complyfe, and it costs, from what I've seen online, anywhere from 180 to 200 pounds. This clone here will cost you anywhere from, say, about 30 to about 45 pounds, depending on who's selling it at what price or when or whatever. It's a very easy mod. There isn't too much to it. The up close section here is not going to take that long at all. So let's get on with that right now and take a closer look at this fella.
Alright, so here we are with the HK mechanical tube mod. Well, at least the clone of it anyway. It is a brass mod, alright, and it is a hybrid mod, which means that you'll only use this device with an RDA or an RDTA that has a protruding positive pin. Don't use sub-tanks on these, don't use regular tanks on these, don't use RDAs or anything that don't have protruding positive pins, right? Take that off. So this, it's mainly kind of two pieces. You have the button configuration, which I'm unscrewing here, and then you have the main barrel or main tube, if you like. Kind of like the simple mod, kind of like the Rogue. So this is it here, 22 millimeters. When the battery bit is connected to it, it's about 96 millimeters in width and 22 around. You have vent holes up the top here. You have 9 of them to keep the device cool, and also to act in the event that the battery goes apeshit and starts venting and everything. It's going to come out hopefully kind of quickly and everything. So as clones go, the paint job on this is pretty, it's not great at all. It's actually coming off. This is available in 2 main colors. It's available in this black and also in a kind of a golden brass finish. This is brass as well, by the way. You can see some of the black is coming off there and knurling. I wasn't too sure actually to get the gold and the brass colored one or the black one, but I went for black because I'm like, well, the paint's probably going to come off it. When it starts really coming off it, I'll just wet sand it all off and I should be left with a nice shiny brass colored mod. Threads inside need a clean, but they're actually pretty okay, and they're pretty decent threads in there, and the button just kind of telescopes in, which we're going to have a look at it now. So the battery is mainly working off magnets. Okay, so we have our copper pin here, all right, that if you just push the button in at the bottom and unscrew it, you'll be able to see how it works. It's not exactly like the Avid Life magnet configs and stuff, but it's not a million miles away either. So right in here, there's your button. You can see, like I was talking there about the paint coming off. You can see there it's exposing the original color, and there you have a Delrin insulator there. Okay, to keep everything good, rocket in there with the battery. Make sure the battery's not making connection with. And it's not meant to. Here's a nice big beefy copper pin. Look at that. Threading's pretty good on it. Needs a good clean. Okay, and here's one of the beefy magnets that operate as the switch, kind of similar to a lot of other ones. And here's the other magnet that's in the base. I got a good view of that. And obviously they repel each other. Like, don't put them to where they attract or they'll fly together and snap because they're very strong. But the tension on them trying to push away from each other is what creates the spring inside in the button. And here is the actual graphic on the button, and it says Complyfe Collector's Series. And there's a picture of a skull. It looks pretty cool actually. And there you have the threading on the inside for the switch to go into. Again, this needs a clean, but it didn't come spotless and shiny and stuff, so pretty much shown it to you the way it came, and it's had about a few weeks of use on externally and stuff, but I will shine it up and everything. Okay, so we put the button back together. So we put this magnet here, check that they're repelling, and when they are, drop this one inside the tunnel. Like, this is thick, man. This is the thick tunnel. So we drop that down there, make sure it's tensing, and just press it in. And as you push it in all the way, get the copper pin and just twist. There we go. Okay, and what we do is we get the battery, and because the venting is up here, positive side down, Button goes in just to start it off. Don't finish it. Put your RDA on, because with hybrids and stuff, make sure you put the RDA on first, right, when it's a telescope thing, then telescope the button in. Okay, then you're putting minimum kind of pressure on the battery. Then if you do it the other way, you could be forcing the RDA into the battery. You don't want to do that. You just want to make contact, leave it there, and you have vapor. Yeah. All right, let's get back up and have a bit of a chat.
Okay, so that's a close-up look at the HK mechanical tube mod clone. This is a good mod. It's heavy. There's a good weight to this. It's heavier than some authentic brass mods I have. I realize that there's probably forged metal and different ones combined and all this stuff, but there's a good fucking weight to this. It feels substantial in the hand. The knurling that's along it does create a good grip, but as I showed in the close-ups, the actual painted versions of these are fading off, are wearing away, and I'm sure that there won't just be 2 color options by the time I put this video up. There'll probably be a bunch of other ones, but just bear in mind this knurling is going to go with juice coming out of the RDA, going down your hands, sweat, things like that. It's going to take the finish away, and it'll go back to the brass look eventually, I guess. I do also realize I kept calling this a 22mm in diameter in the close-up. It is 25. I'll put some corrections in there to correct my mistakes. The button is good. When you've a fully charged 18650 battery in here and you do get a good hit off it, you do get a substantial hit. It does give a powerful hit, but it doesn't fire every single time. There are occasions and stuff where I'm hitting it and there's nothing happening, hitting it and there's nothing happening, hitting again. There we go, that kind of thing. And considering the button is so easy, you know, as in it's just 2 magnets and that copper contact that pushes up, it should fire every time, but it doesn't, you know. But it's a clone, and you know, these are things you have to vary in when you decide if you want to buy the authentic or the clone. As I said, 30 or 45 pound versus 200 pounds, you know, it's up to you. That's about it. The vent holes at the top do actually help a lot. This mod does get warm, but it doesn't get hot. I'm running a 0.07. See that 4 wraps of 20 gauge there. I'm wrapping a pretty low build in here, and it doesn't get hot on me. It doesn't get uncomfortable or anything. And these 9 vent holes up the top here, these are put here, I guess, primarily for in case the battery goes absolutely apeshit and decides to vent it. It'll come out the sides and stuff like that, and not directly up or down. But it does actually help with the heat control, if you want to say, of the brass mod, so it doesn't get too hot if you put low builds on it. I put, you know, 0.2 builds on it, 0.15 builds, 0.1, and even this one here, the 0.07, and it handles them all, you know. So all in all, it's a pretty good mod. I'm pretty happy with it, pretty satisfied. Think it's fairly decent, you know. And again, the weight of this is nice. And I like a nice heavy brass or copper mod, and this one does the trick. So thanks a lot for checking out the video. Any kind of relevant links or anything I have, I'll put in the description of the video. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Take care, good luck, and bye-bye now.